Hello there, I'm Gary Foster and welcome to episode 37 of What Price Victory. And today we are away to Adelaide United, and since the last episode, when we have a look at the schedule says that the Wanderers are in a little bit of a form slump. We had a 2-2 draw with Central Coast Mariners, where it took an 89th minute equaliser by Rayan Tulloch to share the points. And then we had a 2-2 away draw to Wellington Phoenix, where we were up 2-0 at half time, and we decided to concede 2 second half goals. And we played really poorly in the second half and had to share the points. And a similar theme on New Year's Day, where Michael Pickering scored 2 early goals for us, but an own goal and some calamity in the second half meant that Melbourne Victory snatched a 3-2 win. So that sees the Wanderers in second position, albeit with a game in hand. We're a point behind Melbourne Victory. So hopefully this game against Adelaide will put us back on the right track. So let me go and do a little bit of admin and we'll come back for that game. Okay, so here we are for the team to take the field against Adelaide United. We've got Rory Bryan in goal, but he's under the microscope a little bit with some poor performances in the last couple of games. Traore, Pacheco, Wright and Miller in defence. Got Bacchus, Metcalf and Aziz in midfield. We've got Tulloch and Nazarene, our wide attacking players, and we've got Tedic up front. So got a little bit of coverage on the bench because I'm not expecting Tulloch and Pacheco to see out the 90 minutes. Alright, so we go to the dressing room. Pull my finger and we'll say go for the revenge talk. Don't see why we're favourites. Be assertive and then go out and tell them to relax. I'm not quite sure how that doesn't send mixed messages out. Said the Wanderers have been in a little bit of bad form of late. It's like we've been swimming through treacle. We got out of the blocks quite early, but just in a run of poor results. So we've gone into this game with a balanced mentality because normally I'd be looking for a win, but right now I'd be happy with a draw just to just get us back on track a little bit. It's still a lot to go in the season. Oh, Tedic. Is he onside? AR hasn't moved, which is usually a bad sign. And the goal is awarded, so hallelujah. Good decision, ref. Bacchus doing... Oh, looked as if his body... depends what offside rule we're playing at the moment, whether it's a part of his shoelace or whatever. Checking decision. Okay, it's been confirmed, so that's good news. So we'll do a little bit of encouragement. And Pacheco, who seems to get tired quite regularly, is under the microscope, as is Tulloch. I mean, I knew I wouldn't get 90 minutes out of them, but I was hoping for at least 60, and I'd be happy with 45. So Tedic with the long ball back to right, and Bacchus. Nazarene on the ball, but we're missing Bernie Obini on that side. He'll be back in the next game, I think. Depends on fitness. But here's Tulloch with a breakthrough, inside forward. He tries to beat the keeper on the near post. Lays it back to Traore. From left back, a poor ball back, and now you've been caught out of position. Lucky Pacheco had come across. So Metcalf, Tulloch, Tedic on his foot, hits the bar, maybe palmed onto the bar. But Nazarene just holding the ball up, gets it back to Miller. Backus and Metcalf. Miller again, and so endeth the highlight. Okay, so happy with the start. Rather be 1-0 up than 1-0 down. Stats would suggest we're doing okay. At Adelaide with a free kick. Okay, Adelaide making it. We've got the tactic on to force them out wide, but goodness me, that was a low cross, and they were just nowhere in sight, our defenders. I've got the tactic on to force Adelaide out wide because I think aerially we're quite good. But you watch this, there's a low cross comes in, and shit. It's supposed to be working as a defensive unit. Only two of the 4 defensive unities were within a bull's roar of each other. So 1-1 at half time. It suggests it's a tight game. I'd be happy with the draw at half time, but I'm just not happy with the way we conceded. Point the finger and say, we've done well controlling possession, have we? Didn't think we had. Let's do for the revenge. Get some revenge. And from a change of perspective, got the ability to make a difference. Midfielders point the finger. You got the ability to make a difference. And attackers point the finger. Got the ability to make a difference. So that fires them all up. If I'm talking to attacking groups like that, I usually like to do them all, and I like to do the same message because otherwise they if I'm telling one message to one unit, the others seem to get a little bit confused. But anyway, this is what we're expecting. That okay, well, you can do that. There's supposed to be type marking anyway. But I'm now looking at Pacheco to sub off for Baghulio and Tulloch. I've got Orglar there. You can go on the left, and I've also got Therese or Aquilina. Not Aquilina. No, Orglar. Okay, so long kick by keeper, and he brings it in to what? Well, the end up was that we got out of jail with that, but I'm not really quite sure how, because the Adelaide striker, and this is going to be a similar play, we seem to be get cut open through the middle, and defensively we just don't seem to be all on the same page. But anyway, no harm, no foul. No damage on the leaderboard. So Orgler into Aziz. Traore up from the back. Cross into Tedic, and Tedic with a bullet header. And that's the... It's just the ticket with Tedic with a great bullet header. I think, Orgler, Aziz, they all combine quite well. And Traore up from the back. Yes, and Tedic, well done. Right, might be time to look at a little bit of a change of heart now. Miller's bottoming out, Wright's bottoming out, and I don't defensively have. All I've got is Aquilina. Troy, no, they can be there for the long haul. I'll look at maybe Backus, sub him off to get rid of the card, bring Therese on, who it might be one of his last performances for the Wanderers, as he's on the transfer. He's had a transfer accepted, and he'll be leaving in the not too distant future. So tactics and subs, that's what I'm after. Only played this game for 400 years. You'd think you'd know where everything was by now. So out of possession, drop the defensive line. I want to compress that. I want to press less. And in possession, shorter passing, shorter tempo, time wasting now, be more disciplined. And play out of defence now. Don't want you overlapping. I want them back. Should have perhaps changed them from a supporting role to a defensive role, but anyway, poor header puts us under a little bit of pressure, but then a poor pass and then another poor pass. So geez, Dembele, he's had some great opportunities. Geez. Okay, full time. XG would suggest that we were outplayed. I think the crossbar helped us a few times. Do the Macarena. Anyway, yeah, we'll give them all a cuddle. Nice victory. Well done. Puts us back on top of the ladder. Far from convincing. But anyway, it's 3 points in the bag. So there's only 9 games gone. Holmes. It's interesting as a goalkeeper. Not sure about him anyway. Look, I'll do a little bit of admin there. I'll have a look at the schedule. Okay, we've got 2 home games coming up. Okay, we'll come back for the Sydney Derby, so we'll play 2 games offline, and we'll come back for the Sydney Derby against Sydney FC. So with that, we seem to have broken our run of poor results, although our form is still nothing to write home about. But anyway, it's 3 points in the bag, so we'll certainly take them. So I'm Gary Foster. Thank you very much for watching What Price Victory, and we'll catch up with you soon. All the best now. Bye bye.